Good morning guys, how are we all doing? And you currently join us, it's about 3:50 a.m. in the morning, UK time, sort of Friday morning. And we decided late last night, we are going to spontaneously head down to Cornwall. Anyone in the UK knows that it's bank holiday August weekend, always is at the end of August. And so we thought we'd spontaneously head down for a few nights. So it's about a 4-hour drive, hence why we're up at the crack of dawn. We used to do this as kids, so we'd always leave early, get there early, beat all the traffic. We always used to do it as kids, and it was always exciting getting up at 3 a.m. It's dark outside, even though it's summer. And yeah, it still brings back very good memories. So thought we'd bring you along for the ride, and yeah, enjoy.
We're here
It's very exciting.
in Newquay.
I'm in
Where's the pasty muncher gone? Bruno's eating more pasty than everybody. Bruno! Pastry man.
4-hour drive in the end, which was totally
Pleasant.
expected, pleasant. Couple of coffee stops as well, so we made really good time. 4 a.m. start. I'm an early riser, as a lot of you guys know who I work with. Mentees, very early riser. I'm up at the crack of dawn, always have been. So it's beautiful weather here today. I honestly think England, well, Cornwall, Devon, Scotland, some of the best places when they are warm and sunny. Unbelievable places. Tide's in at the moment as well. So we've just had a pasty and as like a sort of early-ish breakfast. It's 9:10 now, so yeah, we will take you along for the day. Yeah, enjoy. Anybody that's never been to Cornwall before, we're currently in Newquay, near the Fistral Beach. Worth checking out if you're ever in the area or you're ever visiting England. Check it out, it's beautiful, especially this time of the year. Everybody, how are we doing? So we ended up coming back last night instead, spontaneously. So we stayed Friday night, and late last night we decided to come home, so we left about 7 p.m. So we forfeited on our last night. Reason for this is because this morning, now we're back home now. It's just gone 7 a.m. on the dot. And one of our family members is running in a half marathon this morning. So we thought we'd come back and support as a bit of surprise and spontaneously. So yeah, Cornwall is done. Cornwall is dusted. The rest of this vlog you're going to see, we're going to break down a couple of trade breakdowns from this week that I've just had. So one brilliant win and one of the losses I had as well. So you guys can see again what an optimal win, optimal losing trades look like. And then we're also going to, at the end as well, there'll be a bit of market breakdown analysis for the week ahead that's coming. So stay tuned. But first of all, let's get a strong coffee and go and watch the race. As you can see from the previous shot, I look incredibly tired. So we have stopped at a service station, large coffee en route before going to support. Hey guys, so back now from the spectating the run this morning. So I just want to take you through Kiwi dollar shorts basically from this week. I'll pop the trade up here now. That was always posted in Philip's trade, as always, like every single trade is timestamped live at the time for full transparency. So that'll be up there as I'm speaking now. Ended up being a 3.83% gain. Fantastic short.
ended up being about 57 pips. So a tiny trade, not a big trade at all. So just for some context, DXY was very much bullish at the time. At the time, obviously recording this now on Sunday, the 24th of August, with Jerome Powell's comments on Friday and what that then means in terms of for September and then Q4 as well. We're seeing now a shift, and we're typically going to be probably seeing US dollar weakness for the back end of the year. But anyway, I digress. So all time frames, we were bullish on the DXY in terms of indicative, obviously, of US dollar strength. So we had that in our favor. Kiwi dollar was beautifully bearish on the weekly still, and on the daily, again, if it's going to load, we were beautifully bearish. So what had happened basically from the week before on the Thursday, we were bullish on the daily here, but then we had a lovely daily engulfing that took out the daily bullish RSP here. So we knew we were aligning ourselves for further downside. It was just whether price allowed us to get in. We'd also had another daily candle just there that had already pulled higher and shown good selling pressure as well. So it was all looking good. It was just whether we could get involved. So once we'd seen this 4-hour leg here, we were simply just measuring the range. It's really simple. My trading strategy is not complicated. We were measuring the range, and because we'd had an aggressive sell-off, typically we only get a shallow pullback. This is obviously only higher time frame perspective wise. We had a beautiful, well, at the moment this is still premature, but we were starting to get into that area of interest. And then if we just pop onto the weekly, if we just pop onto the 1 hour, when we'd started to then see sort of equal highs form, okay, it's not a huge confidence in mine, but it's just something I take into account. And then we'd seen these next couple of 1 hour candles, and this 1 hour candle here, we were in off that pullback. That ended up being a 1 hour entry just off that 1 hour wick. So everybody always says, what candle do you always enter off? And I say, I don't. I have an array of entry criteria, and obviously the more, which are all optimal. And when all that entry criteria is met, all that collection of entry criteria is met, I will then pull the trigger. And this way it allows me to have positive discretion. And what I mean by positive discretion is it would allow me to still enter beautifully optimal trades. Some people have too rigid strategies, saying I can only enter if I see this particular type of candle on this particular time frame, and it means over a period of a year, 2 years, 3 years and beyond, you'll end up missing a lot of beautiful trades that actually were more than fair and more than optimal to take. Obviously building positive discretion can take many years, but ended up being a fantastic trade. Had a lovely 4 hour reaction. Wasn't break even at this point though, because an anticipation that we were going to get the pullback as you would with any swinging price, lovely clean price, which we did. After I then saw this 4 hour close down here, I then became break even. So I was only break even after about 70% of the trade happened. Obviously this ended up going on to do a huge amount more. You know, people always say, oh, you could have banked what? That could have been 5.5%. And I say, you can't think like that. 3.83%, wherever it was there. 3.83% was a fantastic return on any trade. So beautiful trade, all optimal, textbook strategy, textbook trade. And ended up being a fantastic one for the week. So I've just finished recording my weekend market breakdown, so I'm just going to drop a little snippet here for you guys to see just my thoughts on the week ahead, and also obviously what I'm expecting for September and Q4 beyond. So a couple of trades I'm looking at, especially in commodities, which will be really nice, all being well, pending entry criteria. So go and check it out now. It'll play after this clip. Euro USD, as I was just mentioning. So if we go on to the weekly, beautiful weekly candle, again, insinuating further upside. That's pretty much all I need to say. Monthly's heavily bullish. Daily's obviously broken out now, giving us good intent, clearing out those prior highs. So this is good. This is good on EU. Just like GU, we would love to see some form of pullback coming into there. Again, we'll see. Exact same as GU. We'll see. But that's what I'd be looking for. I'll speak more on that if price gives us a pullback in the community in the pending setup section.